Shout out to Austin. Shout out to Austin. Likes in the chat for Austin. Hey cuties! So today is going to be a long-awaited engagement story time video. A lot of you guys have been waiting for this. Okay, first of all, my extensions are not the same color as my hair. I didn't blend them that well, so kind of ignore that. I kind of loved the hair though, so I was like, I'm gonna do it. Do what you love. If something doesn't match, I just say like, it's highlights and lowlights. But we're not here to talk about hair, but go ahead and talk your shit in the comments, I don't care. Today is going to be how my fiance proposed to me, how I became a fiance. I'm gonna give you guys pictures, never before seen videos, what we did after, what we did before, my ring details, everything. I'm gonna try to make it as short as sweet as possible, but let's get started. The date is January 30th, 2025. Oh my god, like I swallowed lip gloss, besties. Jesus, okay. So we had taken a trip to the Dominican Republic, so we were on the resort, and Austin was a nervous wreck. I mean that's kind of like a granted thing, right? Like you guys probably knew that. Like, I mean, if anyone else here has proposed or whatever, then you know that feeling. So, I mean, I didn't know anything. I honestly had no inclination. I didn't know. I was oblivious. I was like, woo, we're going to the Dominican. We're having a great time. Look, I literally didn't think that this was gonna happen. Okay, I changed the settings on the camera. I feel like this should be a little bit more warm toned. I don't know. I just feel like it looks better. If it looked better before, I'm so sorry. I usually film in cool tone, but anyways, and not part of the story. So that day he was nervous and I was just like, woo, Dominican. Living my life, okay? A couple days before we had got there, I really didn't get drunk, even though it's an all-inclusive. He was getting drunk every day. He was like basically like easing his nerves, he was saying, because he knew it was leading up to January 30th. Now we were like, where should we book for the restaurants in the resort? Like one place is like a hibachi place, which is like the nice place to go. There was like, you know, just like a bar, sports bar. There was like all these different kinds of food, right? A fish place, all this. I was like, oh, we should go to the fancy place. He's like, oh, we should do that on, and then the day when he was gonna propose, so January 30th. And he's like, so that's like our fancy day, gives us a couple days to settle in. And he told me to bring a fancy outfit because there's a dress code. So he really, like if he would have told me like any other day, like, oh, dress fancy, I would have been like, I know. Like, I know you're proposing or something's up. He played that so smart. So I was like, had no idea. Outfit check. Hey everybody, we're going out and I'm happy. I can't wait to eat. So let's go out for dinner. The trip, low-key, he was like, I'm paying for everything. I was like, why? And like, oh, because we always like split things or whatever. And he was like, no, I'm paying for everything. That kind of, I was like, why? I wasn't like, oh, he's gonna propose. I was kind of just like, what's going on? I thought, honestly, I was like, is he gonna tell me he won the lottery? Or like he got like a promotion at work or something like that. That's what I was thinking of. But I did think it was kind of odd that he's like, I'm paying for everything. We're getting first class seats. We got first class seats. Or you guys have told me it's called first priority or some priority seating or some shit like that. I call it first class. Okay, tomato. So, having said that, I was like, okay, we're settling in. Today's gonna be a fun day because like we're going to the fancy place like way later on at night. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna get drunk. Not knowing this is my engagement, like I'm being proposed to. So I was like, I'm gonna get drunk. Before you start judging me, please listen. I didn't know, obviously. And he was like, no, I'm just gonna take it easy today because I've drank all the other day. Or he was drinking, but he was like, kind of like, and he's never told me like slow down on alcohol or like, that's why I got engaged to him, right? Because like, he doesn't boss me around. He's not like, oh, watch your, because we're on a resort, like, right? All-inclusive resort. I was like, I'm gonna let loose and get drunk. Like I was like drunky pants on the beach, as I should be. I'm drunky pants.
She is.
I know I'm drunk. I don't know. Like I think I haven't drinking it. I'm like down. I'm having fun.
She needs to eat food. She
like,
barely ate this one.
I don't need to eat food. This is the view. Looks like country song says toes in the sand. Laugh is good. I'm gonna finish my shot.
Oh my god, it is exactly not bad. Right?
Oh, it's horrible. I think he was vlogging. He was like, Samantha's drunk. He like, and we have a fancy dinner to go to tonight. And I was like, I'll be fine for the fancy dinner. It was like 1 p.m. or something like that. And the dinner was at like 6. I was like, I'm fine. So he was like, I'm getting kind of tired. He played this so cool. He was like, I think we should go back, maybe have a nap. Because I was drunk. That was like the best thing he could have said. I was like, yeah, let's go. So we had a nap, I had a shower, chilled, and then I slept for like 2-3 hours. It wasn't even a nap. It was like hello. And when I woke up, got ready, I was sober at that point. So that's why I wanted to preface that for people that saw the vlog and like kind of corresponded, and they're like, were you guys drunk during your proposal? No. By the time we had a nap and everything like that, and a shower, and it became nighttime and everything, and I was not drunk, not even tipsy, not even a slight bit. Okay, capiche? I mean, even if I was, that's my story, but I wasn't. So he had told me the time, and I'm so bad with direction, so he's like, we have to go on the beach, so like don't wear heels or anything like that, because we have to walk on the beach to get to the restaurant. And I was like, okay, like, I usually am so clued in with these things, like, but because it's like a new place, it's a resort, I'm so bad with directions, I was just like, and he always knows like where to go, so I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just wear my nice shoes, right? We go on the beach. Now, we did not have reservations. He was just trying to get me on the beach. So we left our hotel room, and I was like, do you have Tums in your bag? I was like, I kind of needed Tums because I, you know, like resort food and all that. So I went to get his bag, and he was like, and I now know that the ring was in there. So that's why he was like kind of like this. I was like, so I kind of was like that, and he's like, oh no, I forgot them, I have to go. He didn't forget Tums. He had them in his bag, but he just wanted to like deter me. And he was so nervous because it was like a minute or two before he proposed. And I was like, okay, so we were holding hands. That was funny because like I could have like spoiled it right then and there, right? Just by wanting a simple Tums. So we get on the beach, and I think I'm vlog, or I have my camera out because I've had my camera out. We're in Dominican, right? He's like, let's just look at this beautiful sunset here, because it was like starting. He planned it so perfectly. A beach in the Dominican Republic at sunset, like with not that many people around. And I was like, I thought that was kind of weird because that's not something that he would say. So I was kind of like, at that moment, I was like, something's up. And I was like, and then it kind of low-key started like hitting me a little bit, like, is this? Because it's like beautiful setting, and I'm like looking down, like we're both in like the most beautiful clothes, and I'm like, and like kind of in a second, my brain went, I had my camera. He's like, let's just put the cameras and like stuff down, and like let's just like look at the view and stuff like that. And right there, that's when I was like, oh my god. So then he was like saying that oh my god, I've told this story so many times that I've cried every time. I'm not gonna cry. So I didn't film because he wanted it to be intimate, but there are pictures, so I can show you guys. But he said, you have been my rock throughout everything. Thank you for being there for me through my medical issues. He's been struggling with medical issues. He said, you have been my absolute rock. I know that you're the person that I rely on, who is my number one and then I was like, oh my god. And he turned to me, and I was like, oh my god. And like, I have goosebumps right now. I just got goosebumps. The goose bit me. I could just tell in his face and his eyes, he was so nervous. And just like, I could, at that moment, like it's not that I don't remember what he said. It's like time, I know people say this all the time, but like time literally like didn't stop, but it like everything went like in a movie almost, like where it goes like slow motion. And I was like, I was looking at him, but it's like I could see like people walking really slowly on the beach. I could hear the waves crashing. I could feel like the Dominican sun on my back. This sounds like a movie, but literally it felt like that. It felt like a fairy tale, like romance. Like I was just like stunned. And then he was holding my hands, and he was telling me all these wonderful things about myself. And he said, can you please make me the happiest man on earth and be my wife? And he got down on one knee, and I literally was like, and I think because I told you guys, like it was like slow motion, I was so like in awe and shock that I think I let him sit on that knee. I don't even know for how long. It felt like an eternity. And I think he was kind of like, well, hey, I know he wasn't worried, but like the amount of time I was just like kind of standing there like, I was kind of just like, what? I was like, what? And I said, are you sure? And I was like, why me? And then oh my god, and he was bawling his eyes out. He was crying. And I just, when I said, why me? I just started crying, like, because I got tears in my eyes when he started talking, going on one knee. And then as soon as I said, why me? My tears just like started coming. And I always said, just a warning, like throughout our whole relationship, I was like, if you ever propose, I'm not gonna cry, because I'm not a crier. Here I am like sobbing. We're both sobbing together. And he's like holding my hand, and I said, and I literally didn't even look at the ring because I was just looking at him, focusing on the moment, like listening to the words that like, well, I would have said yes to any ring. Like if it was a ring pop even, I would have said yes. Like it has nothing to do with that. So he put the ring on, and all I remember is that it like just fit. So we didn't get it sized. He didn't even know my size. He said he went in there and just said, oh yeah, he took one of my rings that I wear that he knows fits me, and he took that out of my jewelry box to the jewelers when he went and got the ring. But I thought it was so funny because I was like, how does this fit so well? And I said, yes, yes. I'm probably leaving out like things that he said to me, but he just was, he's like, can you make me the happiest man ever? And and then when I said yes, he literally took the ring box, because the ring was now on my hand, and he tossed it into the sand, into the Dominican sand, and he picked me up, and we just were both crying together and just loving each other. When he picked me up, and after we had like 3 kisses, I hear this like chick, 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 and I realized that he hired a photographer. I feel like this is like literally a fairy tale. I feel like the story's fake. It's not fake, it's so real. He hired a photographer in the Dominican to come and take pictures of the whole proposal. We're doing a photo shoot. We're doing a photo shoot. I'm not saying anything yet. We're doing a photo shoot. There's our photographer. We're going in the spring. So that we could capture the moment, but also so that I wouldn't be vlogging, or he wouldn't set up the vlogging camera, and it's just a little bit more intimate instead of just like a vlogging thing. You know what I mean? Like, I know you guys said I hope Austin filmed it and stuff like that. He didn't, but I'm glad I can give you guys this story to give you like what it was like and the pictures as well. So then I looked at the photographer and I was like, oh my god, like after like we kind of like the moment was like not over, but like we like had our moment, and the photographer came up and he was like, congratulations. Also, people, when we were like when he went down on one knee, some people were like like turning like this after like we were like crying and everything. People were walking by, and there's this, I never forget this woman walking with her husband on the beach holding hands, and she said, congratulations. She was the first person to tell me that, and I said, thank you so much. I'm crying. And then her and her husband looked at each other, and they like kissed each other, and like literally that moment will stick with me forever. I have goosebumps again. Like it was just so magical. I can't, it seems like I'm so giddy. I'm so giddy. This story just always gets me so happy, and I can't believe I'm sharing this with you guys. I can't believe this moment has happened in my life with the person I love, with my soulmate. Well, that's also what he said. He said, you are my soulmate, you are my everything, you're just like the best person. And I was like, tell me more. Just kidding. So we had a photography session, I guess you would call it, like a photo shoot for on the beach for about half an hour, 40 minutes ish. And I was like, oh my god, we're gonna be late to our reservations. I was like, where is the restaurant? He's like, there are no reservations for that restaurant. That restaurant doesn't exist. I was like, what? And he's like, there is like, it is like the nicest restaurant on the resort that we're going to, but it doesn't have like this fancy dress code. I was like, oh my god. He's like, I was so scared you were gonna look online. I was like, oh my god, like, oh my god, like how he pulled that from me is wild, because I look at everything. Like, I'm like, what is going on? Like, I feel like I'm clued into everything, but I just wasn't. I guess it just was meant to be that way. I was just like over the moon. I was literally, I had these like trembles for the rest of the night. I was just like it was just like adrenaline or something like that. But after we had the photo shoot, that's when the sunset didn't go completely down, but it was too dark to shoot. So after 40 minutes, we said thank you so much to the photographer, and then we went upstairs into like the highest building in our resort, and we had a celebratory shot, and we sat by ourselves in the open. Like, for some reason, it was just us in there, and we watched the sunset together, literally crying, holding hands, like kissing, just like asking him questions like who knows, like, and everything like that, and how did you, how, like all these questions, right? So we just watched the sun go down, and then he said we had reservations in like an hour from there, so we could just like hang out and like talk and stuff like that. So he's like, he felt so much more relief and stuff. So then we went to a hibachi place that we actually had reservations for, and we sat with a couple, and they were congratulating us on our engagement, and they gave us lots of tips. We had a beautiful meal. I'll pop up some pictures here, and honestly, I got lobster, and my lobster I feel like was in the shape of a heart. I'm just gonna say that. Like, the vibes were immaculate. We were just like enjoying the moment, just savoring it, soaking it up. I felt like I was honestly walking on a cloud. I felt like I was just like royalty. Like, I was just like, like nothing could touch me. I was just like, and it was like a fun, like the hibachi, like it's like a dinner and a show basically, and we just were loving each other's company. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Ooh, edamame.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby!
Woohoo! Gracias. Ooh, yummy. Tequila.
Tequila. Tequila. Tequila. Arriba. Oh yeah, baby. Miso soup.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
And miso soup, okay.
Gracias.
You're welcome.
Yeah, baby. Backstage. I'm ready.
While we were at the hibachi place, Austin told our butler, he gave him like a key or told him to come in or something like that, and set up on the bed in real rose petals, not the fake ones from Dollarama, the real rose petals, I love you, and then gave us like some treats, some chocolate covered strawberries, cookies, champagne. It was just like, oh my god, they're gold. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, don't aim it at me. Champagne and strawberries, can we feed each other? I love you so much. Oh my god. Me talking. I'm dead. Oh, I love you. Oh. You're my fiance. Fiancés! Look it! How many times do I have to cry in a day? Like, we walk in and I'm like, I've never had champagne and strawberries. This night is like, this day is just magical and legendary, and I'm, look at even the detail. Like, we fed each other these strawberries, but look at this butterfly. Oh my god, look at that strawberry right there. I wish this on to everyone that's watching. You guys deserve this. So surreal. So the butler, when we checked in, like we met him the very first day, like literally 10 minutes after we both met him, Austin was like, oh, I forgot something with the room key. I'm gonna have to go out. He didn't. Like, when we very first checked in the first day, he didn't. He just went out to catch the butler and be like, because he's like, he was gonna take care of us the whole trip. He booked reservations for us. He booked excursions for us, like everything like that. He knew from 10 minutes after I met him the whole time that Austin was proposing. And I was like, what? So like, they were like buddy buddies, and like when we were on our way to the restaurant, I saw him and I was like, ah! And he's like, congratulations. He's like, I know you said yes. He's like, he's been talking about you nonstop. And I was like, oh my god. So we just enjoyed our night after that. And low-key, remember when I got sick in the Dominican? If you don't know, I got like sick. Pretty sure it was because of the steak and lobster and the fish at that place. But that night was good. It was the next day I was like, ooh, I don't really feel good. And every day after that I was like, oh, the food just was not agreeing with me. I think I had low-key food poisoning. But but that night, spectacular, nothing went wrong. Spectacular, give me 10,000 of them right now. Like, literally amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing for both of us. Okay, a crazy thing is Austin, when we were flying to the Dominican, he told me he put the ring in his check-in bag. That is insane to me. So many things get stolen out of check-in bags, like any airline. I'm not like bashing a certain airline. Like, I'm just saying, like, that is a pretty bold move. That's like a pretty trusting move. I was like, oh my god, you put like your most like valuables in your carry-on. Like, what? And like luggage gets lost, like things get, and he just doesn't even have a lock on his bag. Like, what? And he's like, well, I wasn't risking putting it in my carry-on because like, we kind of like go through not like go through, but like we'll like be like, oh, can you put these in yours and these in yours, right? And if mine's too heavy, or if he needs to put, like, we always like, our carry-ons are like each other's. So he's like, I wasn't risking that, so I just hope for the best. I was like, you're insane. Like, that's insane to me. Okay, so the ring details. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you here, and then I will show you guys more close-ups. So here's it blurry. I love how it looks blurry like that, but like it just shines. I feel like I can't really get a good picture of it when I'm filming like this, but I do have some good pictures and some good clips here. But this is what she looks like. Absolutely stunning. Literally perfect ring. Perfect ring. Afterwards, when I like fully looked at it, I was like, holy shit, this is like my dream ring. And he's like, I know. Okay, so the ring details. I'm really bad with ring details. Like I didn't even know like ring shape sizes or anything, but a lot of you guys have asked as well. So it's a platinum moissanite gemstone ring, engagement ring. The main diamond, so the big diamond that you see right here, is 2.5 carats. And it's a radiant cut. I don't know why I'm yelling so loud. I think I'm just like so excited. Okay, so the diamonds around the band are, I don't know if it's each or if it's in total. I don't know. And I'm so bad with shit like this, as you know. 0.75 carats, and they are round, full cut, natural diamonds around it. So that's the ring details for you guys, for everyone wanting to know. I take it off like if I'm showering and if I'm cooking or like cleaning with like bleach and stuff like that. Like I'm just very careful with it. I don't want to have it smelling like fish or cutting it. That's the engagement story time. I'm a whole ass fiance. I'm so happy. You guys are always asking me about plans in the future. I'll do future videos of that. Thank you so much for being invested in this and watching this video and being so sweet and kind, and I love you guys so much. Bye guys.